A slick, big-budget action film directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Jason Statham, packed with luxury locations, high-tech espionage, and fast-paced missions. But today, we're not here to talk about the plot. In this video, we're looking beyond the story, focusing on editing choices, visual continuity, set arrangements, and background details that don't always align perfectly from shot to shot. The goal of this series is simple: to spot the small inconsistencies, the subtle shifts, the overlooked details, the moments that pass in seconds but reveal the mechanics behind the filmmaking. Because once you start watching movies this way, you see them differently. Let's take a closer look at Operation Fortune.
Orson Fortune. That is a sexy name.
Operation Fortune. Hotel meeting. The folder. During Nathan's first meeting with Orson at the hotel in Morocco, Nathan places a folder full of documents on the bed. Take a moment and look at the documents inside the folder. Their position, the way they're stacked, the angle of the pages. Now, in the very next cut, roughly 1 second later, look again. The documents are arranged differently inside the folder. The positioning does not match the previous shot. No one touched them. That's a clear continuity mismatch between takes. Private jet, cushions, and envelope. Next scene, Orson meeting Danny on Danny's private jet. When Danny is talking to his manager, this portion of the scene is clearly assembled from at least 2 different takes. Look carefully at the color and position of the cushions, the paper bag placed on the table. Now cut to the next shot. The cushions have changed in color and placement. The bag's position has also shifted. Same conversation, different setup. Yacht scene. The clocks. During the team's first meeting with Greg on the yacht, Sarah goes below deck and looks into the control room through the window on the door. Focus on the clocks mounted on the wall. Look carefully at the time displayed. Now, in the next cut, about 1 second later, look at the clocks again. The time shown is different. That's not real-time progression. That's a continuity error. Hotel planning scene. Breakfast details. In the hotel planning scene, the team is reviewing the mission. Nathan is eating breakfast. Seems he is sprinkling salt on his omelet because the pepper container is visible nearby. His fork and knife are placed beside the plate. Now the shot changes to a wider angle. Suddenly, Nathan is placing pepper down on the table. The fork is now inside the plate. The arrangement of objects does not match the previous shot. Greg's office, lamp, and statue. In Greg's office, when Sarah is trying to locate the camera positions and access the security system, look at the standing lamp placed beside the sofa. In the first angle, it is on the left side of the sofa. Now cut to a wider shot. The lamp is now on the right side of the sofa. It has changed position between shots. Also notice the black statue placed in the room. Observe its location carefully. Now switch to the monitor view from Sarah's perspective. The statue is no longer visible in that position. It disappears between angles. Garden party, steak, lemon, and hat. At the garden party in Greg's backyard, look at the size of the steak, the lemon slice next to it. In the next cut, the size of the steak changes. Also, pay attention to Danny's hat. It is resting on his left knee. In the following shot, it's still on his left knee. But then, Danny moves the hat from right to left, even though it was already positioned on the left in previous shots. This indicates mismatched timing between takes. Also, in the later shot, the lemon is no longer present. Road and desert meeting. Location and shadow issues. When Orson goes to the meeting instead of Greg's lawyer, his vehicle exits the main road. From the rear window view, we can clearly see the road he exited from. Now cut to a wide exterior shot. A different road and layout are shown. Next, at the meeting location, the black G-Class parks beside a pile of rocks. Its forward path appears not blocked by those rocks. Moments later, a silver G-Class arrives and stops beside it, positioned directly in front of the rock pile, effectively blocking forward movement completely. Now pay attention to the shadows of the vehicles. They are short, positioned close beside the cars. Now cut to an overhead shot. The vehicle positions remain similar, and the two security vehicles are still on the left, but the shadows are completely different, much longer, positioned behind the vehicles. Same moment, different shadow direction and length. Then the airstrike happens. Orson drives the silver G-Class forward, through an area that was previously blocked by rocks. Additionally, the black G-Class has changed position. Multiple spatial inconsistencies within one sequence. Greg's desk, pen, and whiskey glass. During the negotiation scene with Greg, look at the position of his pen, the position of his whiskey glass. Cut. Both objects have changed position. Cut again. From behind Greg, look at the pen once more. Its position has changed again between shots. Garage room. The wall photos. When Danny goes to retrieve the car key from the room near the parking garage, look at the wall above the toolbox and bag. In this shot, the wall is empty. Now there is a very quick cut. Two photos appear on the wall. In the next cut, the photos are gone again. A rapid but clear continuity issue. Car chase, license plates, and spare tires. During the escape, first one car, then two, chase Danny and Sarah. Look at the first pursuing vehicle. On the spare tire at the back, there is no writing visible. Now in a shot showing Danny's car, a pursuing vehicle with a specific license plate is visible behind him. In the next cut, the car directly behind Danny is again the first vehicle, the one without writing on the spare tire. Meanwhile, the second vehicle clearly has the word Jeep written on its spare tire. Immediately after, the vehicle directly behind Danny, the one without writing, falls into the ravine. But in the next cut, that same vehicle is once again chasing them. It reappears after crashing. Gun continuity. In the chase, Sarah fires several shots. The weapon clearly still has ammunition, but immediately after a cut to the interior of the car, the gun is shown empty in her hand. Between cuts, the ammunition status changes. Changing shooting styles, using longer takes, and simplifying dialogue can reduce continuity errors, but even major productions with experienced crews are not immune. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment the next movie you'd like analyzed. Maybe your favorite film is next. Until the next Sherlock, goodbye.
That is a sexy name.